Members, the Senate will please come to order. Will the Secretary please call the roll and establish a quorum?
Onnested, Alquist, Ashburn, Blakesley, Calderon, Cedillo, Cogdill, Corbett, Correa, Denham, DeSaulnier, Ducheney, Dutton, Emerson, Flores, Hancock, Harmon, Hollingsworth, Huff, Kehoe, Leno, Liu, Lowenthal, Negrete McLeod, Oropesa, Padilla, Pavley, Price, Romero, Runner, Smidian, Steinberg, Strickland, Walters, Wiggins, Wolk, Wright, Weiland, Yee.
Members, if I could have your attention, please, on a procedural matter. If I could ask for leadership on both sides of the aisle to be attentive, we have a procedural matter. Before certain items can be taken up in committee, particularly AB 1625, which is file item 130, there are amendments at the desk, and without objection, they will be deemed adopted. Is there any objection to the adoption of amendments at the desk in connection with AB 1625? This is the MOU measure, members. We have amendments at the desk. They must be deemed adopted. Look. Senator Hollingsworth, we are taking up procedural questions with respect to AB 1625. This is the Memorandum of Understanding for SEIU 1000 bargaining units. There are amendments at the desk. Without objection, the amendments will be deemed adopted. Seeing and hearing no objection. Is there any objection? Without objection, amendments are deemed adopted. Members, the following bills are referred to the Rules Committee pursuant to Senate Rule 29.10c, and that is AB 1625, the MOU just referenced. That is our item 130. Members, without objection, Joint Rule 62A will be suspended to allow the PERS Committee to meet and report without 4 days' notice in the daily file. Again, without objection, Joint Rule 62A will be suspended to allow the PERS Committee to meet and report without 4 days' notice in the daily file. Seeing and hearing no objection, so ordered. Senator Correa, for what purpose do you rise, sir?
Thank you, Mr. President. I request that the members of the Public Employees Retirement Committee meet immediately in room 3191 to hear one bill, AB 1625, off the floor.
Thank you.
These are on unfinished business. They will be work items, and we'll place them on hold.
Members, we have 4 bills received from the Assembly that we are about to take up. These are wharf items. Could I have the attention of the body, please? Senate Bill 208, Senate Bill 854, Senate Bill 857, and Senate Bill 867. We will take these items up now that they have been received from the Assembly. We have members off the floor in committee, so all items will be placed on call once the debate and the vote have been taken. On SB 208, Senator Alquist. Secretary, please read.
Senate Bill 208 by Senator Alquist, enacting to Medi-Cal, making an appropriation therefore, and declaring the urge thereof to take effect immediately.
Thank you, Mr. President. Members, this is a Steinberg-Alquist bill. I'm honored to be a joint author. SB 208 is the second bill of the 2-bill package enacting the statutory changes necessary to implement the state's new 5-year Medi-Cal demonstration project waiver. The first bill was AB 342 by Speaker Perez, which we passed out earlier today. As with AB 342, AB 208 will help control costs and improve the quality of care in the Medi-Cal program. In particular, this bill does 3 things. Provides for improved coordination of care for Medi-Cal enrollees. It also establishes a medical home where seniors, the concept of medical homes where seniors and persons with disabilities will be provided with patient-centered care, the medical home care. There will be increased funding, hospital funding. And a very big thing is that there will be $500 million in key general fund savings for this budget year.
One moment, please, Senator. Members. Senator Alquist, please hang on just a moment. If we could have members take their seats or take their conversations to the rear of the chambers or outside the chambers altogether. We're having trouble hearing the speakers. Please proceed, Senator.
Thank you, Mr. President. The bill will help provide additional funding for public and private safety net hospitals, which will provide stability and also help them transition into modern competitive healthcare systems. And there will be $500 million in general fund savings for this budget year. And over a 5-year period, that would be a $2.5 billion savings. Would appreciate your vote. It's a very good bill and will certainly help the economy of the state.
Debate or discussion? Debate or discussion? Seeing and hearing none, Secretary, call the roll.
Onestad, Alquist, aye. Ashburn, Blakesley, Calderon, Cedillo, Cogdill, aye. Corbett, Correa, Denham, DeSaulnier, aye. Duchesne, Dutton, Emerson, aye. Flores, aye. Hancock, Harmon, aye. Hollingsworth, Huff, Kehoe, aye. Leno, aye. Liu, Lowenthal, aye. Negrete McLeod, aye. Oropesa, Padilla, aye. Pavley, aye. Price, aye. Romero, aye. Runner, aye. Simidian,
Aye.
aye. Steinberg, Strickland, aye. Walters, aye. Wiggins, Wolk, aye. Wright, Wyland, aye. Yee, Yee, aye. Blakesley, aye.
Call the absent members.
Onestad, Ashburn, Calderon, Cedillo, Corbett, Correa, Denham, Duchesne, Dutton, Hancock, Hollingsworth, Huff, Liu, Oropesa, Steinberg, Wiggins, Wright. Wright, aye.
Ayes 23, noes 0. Senator Alquist moves a call. Members, that takes us to the next item, which is being presented without reference to file. This is Senate Bill 854. Senate Bill 854. Is Senator Duchesne presenting this measure? Senator Steinberg, procedural matter. We have 3 items. Could I have order in the House, please? Senator Steinberg, we have 3 items to be taken up without reference to file. They are Senate Bills 854, 857, 867, having been received from the Assembly. Senator Duchesne is identified as the author for these three bills. She is understandably detained in PERS, as I am informed. How would you like to proceed at this point? Would we like to ask Senator Duchesne to join us from the PERS committee while we wait a moment? Or would you like to recess? I believe those are the two. Members, because we have a PERS hearing underway, which will be followed by an appropriations hearing, we will stand in brief recess and call the Senate back to order upon the completion of business in the PERS committee and the Appropriations Committee. I understand that PERS has adjourned and will now be going to Appropriations Committee. Senator Keogh, for what purpose do you rise, Senator?
On that very point, Mr. President, we will follow immediately into 3191 to hear two bills. One, the MOU, I don't have the number in front of me, and the other, the transportation trailer bill.
Thank you. Senator Kehoe, would you care to venture a guess on how long that might take?
I would hope, in the 20-minute range, similar, maybe a little bit longer than PERS.
All right. Then, members, the Senate will stand in recess, but we want to ask members to stay close by so that we can reconvene the Senate immediately upon the conclusion of the Appropriations Committee. With that understanding, we stand in recess. Appropriations is meeting immediately.